So thank you for being with us, Suhail. This is the Environmental Commission President.
Yes, yeah.
And so you're heading so many sub-commissions. I mean, I've seen from eco-city planning to overfishing.
Yes, overfishing in seas.
Is there one you're more interested in discussing?
Well, I would say EC2 because I did do a topic from there, which is combating plastic pollution in the ocean.
Yeah.
But more so, I would look more so forwards towards EC1 because the issues they're dealing with are a lot more related towards urban sustainability and urbanization. And I guess the whole point is, within the Environmental Commission, it's trying to find solutions that I guess are sustainable, right? Because these days we know fossil fuels are running out. We know that eventually we're going to have to move towards a form of clean energy, and so just trying to find the best way towards that step. It's really important.
Yeah, and from Elon Musk, you must have heard his electric cars
Tesla,
and how they're setting up these cars where there's charging ports all over the U.S.
Yeah.
Do you touch upon that in your?
Well, I would say that is important, like especially in eco-friendly, city planning, and that is a key figure. But the problem with that is, right, unfortunately, majority of the world still relies on fossil fuels.
True.
And because they rely on fossil fuels, naturally they're going to use cars that are diesel-powered, petrol-powered, and it is expensive to buy an electric car. I mean, you have Ford or Toyota who have released those basic engine models, right? But people have preferences, sometimes about it, because when people are concerned, they're not concerned about the energy. If you look at the selfish needs, they're more concerned about the look of the car, the feel of it, what they're passionate about. And, is to have everyone interested into saving the environment, it's not an easy thing to do. But the least or the best thing we can do is raise awareness, right?
Yeah, I mean, raising awareness, because eventually we will probably have to make the shift, and at that point, that's where the problem comes in. So making the transition as smooth as possible would be the best option. Okay, now let's shift a bit to get to know you a bit more. What led you to join MUN? What drives you?
Okay, so this is really interesting. For me, this is MUN is absolute passion.
Yeah.
Like this is something I would say, without exaggerating, that I've dedicated my academic as well as personal life towards. Because for me, MUN is a medium. It's a platform for international exposure, an opportunity for like-minded individuals to meet on a united front and just talk about the real problems. When I started MUN when I was in 2011. Okay, I was in grade 6. My school, their program could only allow grade 9.
Yeah.
People from grade 9, and I was, I'm like, what? Let me take a chance and try.
Early birdie.
Yeah, and at that point of time, I was a really shy person. I was closed. I was very narrow-minded. I wasn't really concerned about what's going on. I was just focused on the few little materialistic things I had. But when I tried out and I realized, I soon started to see I developed a passion for speaking, for public debate. Because for me, right, having a voice is really important. And the ability and the way you express that is so helpful. That's what MUN teaches you. And because of MUN, I've learned, about being global-minded, how to social network with people, how to understand diverse cultures. That for me, MUN is not even a passion, it's a lifestyle. Right? For me, MUN is the embodiment of what the professional world holds, right? Because all these skills you learn here now is what you're going to do when you go into the real world, right? Like what we're doing right now, we're learning how to talk with each other. We're trying to portray to a broad audience exactly our different thoughts, and this is what teaches you. It teaches you to be strong-willed, and I can say for a fact that I used to be so shy. I used to be the type of person who would sit in the corner and just, stare at a piece of paper, and I would be afraid to say what I want. But MUN has really changed my paradigm. It shifted my sort of, my priorities, and it showed me that there's so much you can do if you just have the effort, the manpower, the will.
Well, very eloquently said, yeah. Very true, very true. And you say it's almost lifestyle, so are you thinking of moving and transitioning to work in?
Exactly, yes. My dream is to join United Nations. So, everyone always has those dreams. It's not really realistic. And some people say, you're not going to get it. But I feel that, that's what you call people who change the world. People who dream what others don't want to dream, And for me, United Nations that's the main thing. I want to be Secretary General one day. I've dedicated 5 years of my life to MUN, and my intense, my passion for it grows every day. At least something within law, within UN. I do want to continue it on a university level.
Yeah.
If I get into Yale, for example, they have a great MUN program, and then just move on to it and see where life takes me.
Yeah, lots of universities hold the program. So.
Yeah, and within the US, it's quite a competitive circuit.
Yeah, exactly. So I see you have a great future ahead of you. And but one thing before we end this,
yes,
we know a lot of your interest in MUN, but are there other like maybe things you do to relax on a day-to-day basis?
Yes. Well, first of all, I'm an IB student. I'm in DP1.
Yeah.
So we all know the IB life. You know, it's like there are moments where you just want to like throw your exam papers, but then you realize you have to pick them up because you want to pass.
Exactly.
Right. So what I do to like I actually have a like my besides MUN, if on a more like extracurricular basis, I love music. I sing and I play the guitar, and I've made my own album, and I've studio produced. Yeah, I've tried I've gone on radio shows. I've done singing. Because that for me that's a passion, and that's what I used to de-stress, because like MUN, music is a form. It's another language. You can do so much with it, and yeah.
Well, amazing. Thank you. It's been a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
It's great.
Great. Awesome.
Was that good, or
no,
was that up to your level?
No, it's perfect. It's very eloquent. Yeah. I think one of the most eloquent.